shower, yeah. Roses are red, the sky is blue, the grass is green, and you're so cute. You're in my view, you're the one I pursue. I'm in pursuit, on my one's no crew. Let me check myself, 1, 2. Say my words clear, don't mumble, don't fumble. Over my words, I can't just observe, cause I see your worth, what it's worth. I know you've been hurt, and I've been through the worst. Off to work, got the curse, got the swerve, missed the curve, got the curve back to work. So can we just float? You're striking poses, bring you flowers, raining roses, April showers. Pick your poison, pick a pound. Got me walking in the nails. Raining roses, April showers. Roses are red, violets are blue. When I'm with you, never no blues, never no slims. Always got raws, you're the one I'm in. Two, my horn. Cheat day, coupon, meat steak, cruise on. Need to stay and move on. Relax your feet, futon. I know you've been through some rough. I'm just trying to do you right. Can you even stay the night? Do you even like to fly? Do you even like to drive? Side to side we can ride. Don't act all surprised. It's just you and I for the night. You're striking poses, bring you flowers, raining roses, April showers. Pick your poison, pick a pound. Got me walking in the nettles. Raining roses, April showers. Pick your poison. Pick your pound, pick your poison. Pick your pound, pick your poison. Pick your pound, pick your poison. Yeah. April shower, bring flower. I'll be there in an hour, and the time is just ours. Pop the power, it's sour. Pop the lemon, it's his. Call me cool in the days, and I love your quirky ways. Trying to keep you engaged. Please stay in my lane. Please stay in my way. I don't wanna go straight. Please don't be amazed. You're amazing with the grace. Not trying to play no games. Only side is Mary Jane. Only main is your name. And I caught you in my range. Quick shot was the aim. The only way is gone straight. I believe this is fate. Yeah. What you striking poses, bring you flowers, raining roses, April showers. Pick your poison, pick a pound. Got me walking in the nettles. Raining roses, April showers. Never no blues, never no. When I'm with you, I'll be there in an hour. Never no blues, never no. When I'm with you, I'll be there in an hour. Never no blue.
Y'all already know what time it is. Yeah, y'all already know. We live. It's Wednesday. It's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show. Being brought to you live on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Caffeine TV. What's goody good? This your girl 759 on the screen and in your ears. Alongside my co-host, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with the gap of the teeth, but it's perfectly okay. Miss Monetized, aka Miss Worldwide, soon to be. Call her what you want, Mix Contour, Mix Cooter, Mix Couture. You know, just call her whatever. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig or do they dig, Minx?
They better dig.
They better dig. Listen. We got some shit to discuss.
What a day.
What a damn day. Before we do get started on the foolery and fuckery, that was our day. Y'all be sure to shop our merch, shop.spreadshirt.com/RTIM. Like I said, we're currently getting everything handled as far as the sizing and all, because, when you order off of secondhand sites, you really don't know what the size you're really getting. So we're going to make sure that we get all those sizes up to date for the fellas, for the larger ladies such as myself. We want to thank everybody who has taken the time to buy some merch. We really appreciate you guys. And ladies and gentlemen, we are one away from 300. So as soon as we get that 300, that person will be getting a $100 cash app given, by me and my homegirl Minx. And that's just what we do over here now, man. What's going on with you?
Well, my phone finally came in today.
You finally, because you needed that.
Yo, when I get off this air, because I'm one of those people when I first get a new phone. I'm not trying to. They give you a little bit of juice, just a little bit of juice, so you can get a feel of. I was like, nah,
About,
nah, I
about
gotta charge that
40%.
shit.
About 40%. That's all you need.
About 40, 50%. I was like, you just turn it on just to make sure that it works, and then you just put it back on the charger. So that's
Hmm.
what I'm doing.
Right.
Um, so yes, I got the iPhone XR. I was gonna get the predecessor of the SE that I've been using for the past 3 years. Um, Everybody knows I'm not really big on phones. They all do the same shit. As long as it comes with GarageBand, I'm happy.
Right.
And
Because if not, you're going to put it there. So.
yeah, I'm gonna put it there, and it, I have an iPad and it won't install, so I don't know what's up with that.
But what's your iPad?
It's the Air,
It,
iPad Air, I believe.
there should be no reason why you shouldn't be able to put it on there. I mean,
You know what? I think it's, you know what it is. Honestly, it's because of which I don't think I plan on doing with this phone. I feel like we when we upgrade to new devices, we're also taking like old shit that doesn't need to come with. I don't need. I think that's why, because this shit was like, yo, you got no space. I said, how the fuck I ain't got no space? Like,
right.
I don't get it. So I'm not gonna wrap my head around it. I only care about my GarageBand files. Last night I was just importing all of that into my cloud, and yeah, I just plan on working on that. Um,
Yeah.
I had my
Go ahead.
I had merch that came. Thank God.
Ah,
Shut
yes. Hustle Culture Magazine. Yes.
Culture magazine. I mean, like, watch me scoot down. Woo, there we go. See,
Yeah, same here. As soon as I scoop my chair, it's like I'm going to fall out this bad boy.
right. So, shout out to my whole team. We're building a large team to get this Hustle Culture magazine popping. I don't want to say that I am the owner. I think that us as content creators, we are the owner. And I'm just happy to be in a position to build a project like this. And I can't wait. Uh, Maybe I think July is going to be either July or August is going to be our first launch. We just been gathering all the data and talking to different contributors, and just putting everything to the forefront. Obviously, with licensing and all that good shit, photographers. Um, but yes, I'm excited for that. I hit up my cousin earlier. I said, "Yo, it came in. I got it in white, and I also got it in pink for the ladies to model for you guys. So
Oh, she going to
it's
have some
definitely nice.
models. She trying to get the models going.
I want models. And I want them all sizes, all walks of life. Hustle culture is obviously for everybody that's hustling out here. And if you are hustling, you have a business, you have a small business, you are a musician, but you're doing other things like giving back to your community. We want to showcase that. And what better way to do it? But, you know, other places they tell you, you got to look a certain way. We don't do that.
No, we don't do that shit. It took a while for Missy Elliott to become who she is because they wouldn't really accept her right off because of the fact that she was heavy set. But
Right.
for her being a heavy set lady at the time, she could move. She was light on her feet. So she really
Super
proved them
duper
wrong.
fly.
Yes, yeah, she really proved them wrong.
I
Yeah,
love Missy.
yeah,
That's Missy. Missy is I believe the queen. Um,
that's royalty right there.
next. Oh yeah, yeah. Whatever she does, I just think today shit that she's putting out is just trying too hard. Like it's coming out of that Missy realm. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
not her.
I
But shout out
mean,
to Missy Elliott.
of course, you always want to, make your predecessors proud and all this extra because for years they always try to compare Sierra to I think it was Aaliyah. It was like okay, you can't do that. You cannot. You will not do that.
Really?
Right,
I
like
thought.
for a while, because it was the way that Sierra used to come out and dance with the low waisted pants and showing off her abs and trying to do the same thing that Aaliyah did. And for a while, I was like, oh, she's trying to be like Aaliyah. And then here comes the
I didn't
rumor,
really get
but
that
she's a
either.
man. Like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, that was like some Mandela effect. People thought Ciara was a hermaphrodite or some shit. That was like the big school rumor back in the day.
Right. Some people still believe it. Despite the fact she's popped
Yeah,
out two kids, but okay.
they ain't gonna fake that.
No, you cannot fake that. Uh, Jesus. Anyway, also by the way, it is also Pride Month. So shout out to all my LGBTQIA, so on and so forth, folks. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Support y'all. If there's anything we can do, to help get your voices
We're
out
here.
there, we are here. We support all walks of life. We don't judge nobody. So,
Yep. Even though people think that I'm not really a woman, but you know,
yeah. The
what's up,
Cocos to
John Wick?
my Puff. John Wick, what's up? What is good, D? But yeah, we are
Yeah,
here.
I got hit with that on Instagram this week. Like somebody was trying to out me as really being a man, and I was like, okay, well, you want me to get my obstetrician to come on the air and tell you guys my, vag credentials? Because I don't
All
think
right,
I need to
T.I.
do that.
All right, T.I. That's what we don't need all that now.
I, like, and then I said to the dude, what would it matter if I wasn't really a woman? Like, what would it matter? He's like, well, I think you just have manly features. I said, well, yeah, I look like my dad, and if you knew who your father was, you'd know what he looked like too. So
Oh, oh, damn.
yeah, that was kind of harsh. Everybody, I had 146 likes. I was like, damn, Binks, that was fucked up. I'm like, well,
That is kind of jacked up though. A lot
you
of
telling
us,
me,
yeah, a lot of us. I think I look like my dad. I mean, it's definitely there, but I've
I
never
look
had
just like this
anybody
dude.
tell me that I looked like a straight up gato.
Yo, I hate that though. I hate that though, because I'm like, I mean, does it matter? Like, if you think I look like a man, I mean, when you say that, like, what do you hope to get out of that? Yes, you're right. For this whole time, I have been fronting on social media, even though social media saw me pop from 2 months pregnant to 9 months pregnant. Um,
And now you have a
saw
3-year-old.
3-year-old saw me in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Saw that I went through these changes as a woman in the game, and you want to say that I'm lying to people. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't.
Listen,
Even
listen.
if I was a tranny, like that guy, he kept calling me a tranny. I said, even if I was, you would not be my type. Have a nice day,
Facts.
please. Like that's
Facts.
not insulting. That's not even mildly insulting.
But I mean, people gonna say what they want to say regardless. But you know, we know you're not a man.
Well, I would say what sucks is, I went to a gay club with one of my old gay best friends for my birthday, and a transsexual rolled up on me and said, "You had great work." So
Oh,
that kind of did make me feel like, okay, do
whoa.
I look like a man? Do I look like a man? Please tell me. What is manly about me? Like I just don't get.
And for those that still don't know, there's only a few ways you can check. I mean,
I look just like my dad, y'all.
yeah, you.
Just like my dad. I actually pulled up a picture so y'all. I look just like my dad. And when dudes hit me up and say, "Are you really a man?" I'm like, "No, I am really my dad. That is my father.
Imagine if you
I
did
look,
like look like him, literally,
I look just like him." So I'm like,
muscles
"Of
and all.
course you're gonna see." Yeah, I had to show them up. Or I'm looking for a stepmom, guys.
You too old for that. There's a cutoff time
I
for
know.
everybody. There's a cutoff.
Well, women think I'm his girlfriend, and I'm
Ooh.
just like I'm his daughter. So, but yes, those of you that just tuned in, hustle culture is my movement. I'm about to say magazine, my new movement that I'm working with a couple of other people that are going to contribute to this movement for a new magazine that we are launching. So definitely stay tuned to.
Yeah, can't wait to get that popping. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
He
And
said me from me and my dad's twins, but I'm the light skinned version. Yeah, basically, I'm the light skinned version of my dad.
yeah, I think I'm a mix. I mean, duh, I'm a mix between my mom and my dad. But I think if I turn my head a certain way, turn the lights off, I probably look like my dad more than I look like my mom.
No, but that's kind of freaky though, because even Gina, sometimes I'll be talking to her, and then it's like her face morphs into my mom.
Ain't that some scary shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, John, you can't just look at me head on. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta turn your head a little bit, cock to the side, squint one eye. I mean,
I
sometimes
can't.
I'm just. Anyway, man, let's get to these topics, man. Listen, so of course everything's been going on with these protests and riots and all that, and well, Drew Brees decided that he wanted to use his platform to stand up and say that he still didn't agree with kneeling during the national anthem because it disrespected his flag. Drew Brees, you,
Hmm.
along with a handful of other folks, have been, I hate to say it, but you've been canceled, bro.
Left and right.
Because everybody else finally saw what Kaepernick was talking about. And a few people that disagreed with Kaepernick came back and said, you know what, sir, you're right. I see it now. I understand why you was doing it. But Drew Brees, nah,
Yep.
nah. He lives up to his name,
Yep.
Brees. He got to go the opposite direction. He's gonna say no.
Hmm. And that's what's sad about it, because like I said to you earlier, a lot of these celebrities, you guys are going to be noticing that they are talking hella dumb shit. And it's not going to be because they just saying the wrong things at the wrong time. It's because they can't afford PR right now. Like they can't afford PR, they can't afford a social media manager, they can't afford none of that shit. And that's why all the dumb shit that they're saying is pretty much because they don't have the management, because they can't pay.
It's like they need a
So
babysitter to look at their social media. Like, okay, is this cool to post? Can I post this? Now they're left to their own devices, so they don't do a proofread. They just say, "Meh, that sound all right." Hit send, and then here comes backlash, and then here comes the half-ass. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I hurt people's feelings. It was very No, 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 no. Keep it. You're not sorry that you did it because you wouldn't have did it and you wouldn't have to be sorry about it. But go off.
you're sorry because your ass got caught. You got caught saying some dumb shit.
Some dumb diddy dumb shit. Like, speaking of dumb shit, Trina, you too, ma'am. You are canceled.
Mm.
Uh she and Trick Daddy was on their radio show and she called mm, 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 her own people animals for looting and
Animals.
protesting. Discussing the
She called them animals that
animals.
escaped from a zoo.
Yeah. Discussing the
Animals that escaped from a fucking zoo.
yeah. Discussing the current protest, Trina allegedly
Um,
suggested that the curfews be stated earlier in Atlanta so the stores owned by her friends could be protected. And she also reportedly referred to the protesters as quote unquote animals. That statement got everyone up in arms. Quote, what Trina said was indefensible. I can't even make sense of it. She can go. Someone said, oh, she came back with, some of y'all are just plain fucking ignorant and nothing nobody do will help, period. I'm at work and I'm motherfucking ready. Okay.
well, this is what kills. Now, everybody has this same argument about businesses. Oh, these businesses that are being destroyed and stuff like that, right? I get that. You know, I would hate to be the person to, and there has been people that have lost their lives protecting their businesses. I'm in no way, shape, or form condoning that behavior because it's wrong. But what Trina don't get is that a
Minx,
couple of
hold
months
on,
ago,
check your clipping. Check your clipping.
am I still clipping?
Yeah.
Hold on. Am I still clipping? Hold on. Let me fix my.
Sounds good on her phone. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Is that better? 'Cause the
Maybe it's my end.
sounds
You know how I do. Maybe it's my end. But go ahead.
okay. Thank you. No. So basically, what bothers me about Trina is that a couple of months ago she was actually targeted and called the N word when she was shopping. So was she not an animal then because of her reaction and how she felt like like how is this possible like and it's like that whole traffic stop was retarded in my opinion, like it was just stupid.
Uh oh.
You there?
You kind of clipped that on the end.
Oh, I did. Hold on,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on
It's
today?
always something. It's Wednesday. Every
How we start every Wednesday is something. I just
every
noticed that
Wednesday
like
is. I tried to tell you when we was on that other app that should not be named.
yeah these apps be cutting up, especially when you're talking about these types of instances for some strange reason.
Yeah.
They got the internet. They got the internet on lock.
That's fine. We gonna lock it right along with you. But
But not only that, they are talking about, you know, that they are trying to pass like some social media law. That's why, the whole conspiracy people were saying was the blackout, oh everybody's putting the blackouts. And y'all don't realize that they're actually in the Senate right now voting on free speech right on social media.
mm,
So that's kind of scary. Like when you look at the big picture of things, when things are being done like that, the whole idea of the blackout yesterday was to, sit on social media promoting yourself. This was supposed to be for musicians and the entertainment industry. Everybody that decided to participate, first of all, it wasn't for everybody to participate.
mm-hmm. All you had to do was either post up pro black stuff, educate, or choose not to go on your social medias. And also you was not supposed to stream on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. If you went to some of your apps, like Apple Music, they blacked everything out. You couldn't browse music. If you went to your SoundCloud, you couldn't browse music, you couldn't listen to music. But some of y'all, including that app that that should not be named, y'all couldn't do that for one day. Y'all
Yeah, why was there no blackout on it?
y'all couldn't give it one day.
Too busy trying to talk hard. Anyway, unless you were using the platform to talk about, like, let's say Black history or certain instances like that, then I get.
And out of the 500 so-called radio stations that were on there, I doubt only two of y'all were probably doing something productive with your platform. But I digress. Uh, talk hard anyway.
Talk hard.
It, I can't. Uh,
I am Black Lives Matter so fucking hard.
you know what? Shut up. We're not gonna do that. See, that's why you're clipping still. Uh, so on top of Trina and Drew Brees getting canceled, uh, former NBA announcer has resigned because on Sunday DeMarcus Cousins sent out a tweet to Mr. Grant Napier, who used to be the announcer for the Sacramento Kings, to share his feelings on the Black Lives Matter movement. His response was, "Hey, how are you? I thought you forgot about me. Haven't heard from you in years." And in big ass caps, all lives matter. Dot dot lives. Dot. Every single one.
You're kidding.
That's what he said. So the radio station in Sacramento says, yeah, dog, we're not, nah. So of course he comes back
Well,
trying to save face, and he tweets, "If it came across as dumb, I apologize. That was not my intent. That's how I was raised. It has been ingrained in me since I can remember. I've been doing more listening than talking the past few days. I believe the past few days will change this country for the better." Wait,
yeah. All right.
yeah, right. Okay.
What's up, Bill? Um, again, another person that can't pay. They can't afford PR.
It's a lot of y'all celebrities that's doing dumb shit lately. What's going
A lot
on?
because they can't afford PR. Here's another funny thing. I don't know if you heard about it. Can you hear me good? Am I still clipping? Because I thought I fixed.
Uh, you're kind of clipping, and something's up with. Hold on. Jesus, you know it's Wednesday. You know how they gonna do us. All right.
Hold on, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm a refresh. Hold.
Okay. I guess we'll wait for her.
Damn. Did I fix it now? Does it come in good?
You know what?
Well, what? What?
I,
What? Well, what? What now?
I don't know. You know it's Wednesday. Everybody's saying they can hear you, but you're clipping on my end. Her earphones might be turned up a bit too loud.
Who's in
Mine's
it?
are minks because mine is like less than half.
Um, we're using Discord, so that's why we're not using like Zoom like we used.
Then again, it might be the bandwidth and all.
Could be.
It could
Hold
be.
on. He said it means it looks normal. Yeah, I mean, I have. Yeah.
I mean, I see her. She looks fine, but let me see.
All right. Well, moving on.
But yeah, moving on. So the radio station parted ways with the announcer, and now he comes back, try to save face, says he's so called sorry, but we ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. So
Well, did you hear what happened with Bad Baby?
no,
No, you didn't hear.
no.
Well, let me just. I would just say, and I think the blogger hates me because this blogger is like a blue check motherfucker, and I think he's just like, you know what, this bitch keeps commenting on my post. Maybe she likes me. No, I don't. I just comment on shit because that's going to trick the algorithm. But anyway, um,
See, she's smart.
Jules, Jules. So basically, Bad Baby, people have been calling for her. You know, you're white. You're using our adages. You know, you damn near. Thank you, Baron. You know, you're damn near. Think you black. You know, culture jacker to the and she hasn't said anything about this situation with
But you know
Mr.
what? Do
George
we
Floyd.
do we really expect her to? Do we even want her to? Like, what would her words mean? They wouldn't mean shit because she's very ignorant. She's probably ill educated, and right now, we don't care what she has to say. I mean, no shade, but
Let,
shade,
let
we
me
don't
tell
care.
you. Let me tell you what her publicist said.
She's got a
Her
publicist.
her publicist put out a public announcement on her Instagram stating that the reason why Bad Baby has not been vocal about the situations that's been going on is because Bad Baby, she is actually in rehab.
Oh,
I was like, what? Here was my question. I said, so you mean to tell me that they don't have no televisions in rehab? Like there's no access to televisions? Like they don't watch TV at all, so
like
they
she
don't know
don't know
what the
what's
fuck is
going on
going on.
at all.
Like if fucking what's his face? What's his name? Who's that dude? The annoying dude. I forgot his name. But anyway, if he could release a statement online through his people about current situations while he's locked up. Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm.
If Kodak Black is locked the fuck up, he's locked up. We don't even know where he is. And he can still release a statement about some shit going on. Why can't you? And
Once,
Takashi 69 is another one.
once again, I mean, they're not fully educated on what's going on. They just see a bunch of people looting and stuff, and they just go off of what they see on TV. Nobody really sat them down and taught them like, look, this is what this is, and do. And like I said, it's best that we don't hear from Takashi or Bad Baby or anybody
Oh,
in that age group.
he spoke out. He spoke out. And his answer, which I really think, again, this whole shit, it's like, it's narcissism. Okay. Y'all know what happened to me and why I can't speak on it. I'm sorry. That's not a good enough answer to me. I don't care if you are on freaking lockdown for the rest of your life. You have a platform and you're only worried about your freedom. What if, how come George doesn't have an opportunity to be in lockdown? He's dead. And that's the best you could do is to tell, well, y'all know my situation, so I can't really,
This
Well,
ain't about
y'all
you,
need to,
dog.
he made it about him. And I was so like, you say nigga more than me.
Right. Probably
You
more
know what I'm
than
saying?
me.
You, he says nigga until it makes his fucking teeth white, like it is now, the chiclets that is in his fucking grill.
Aren't they white though? Good lord.
Yeah, Mr. Rainbow Bright. Um, but I'm like, how do you like? This is what I don't get. Right now, you're gonna have some white rappers that are gonna get mad at me when I say, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of history of hip hop because y'all don't know the history of hip hop was created. That's why the first songs that came out was "Fuck the Police" and all these other joints that was really hitting the airwaves, and it was about speaking out on brutality. Okay, hip hop was born on speaking out against these injustices. So when you have these rappers, these white rappers, these people that claim that they're about the culture, and you don't want to use your platform, it's y'all worried about dumb shit. I see why Ice Cube he's been going off on Twitter
Ice T too.
and Ice T too because they were the first ones that had the balls, the nutsack, the ball sack to create a platform for themselves to express about the injustices and hate. Like it wasn't just fuck the police and then oh bad bitches, bad bitches, bad bitches. They were on a mission. And if you are a rapper and you are hitting me with a fucking distro kid link and it ain't got nothing to do with fuck the police, don't send me that shit.
Right. Don't send me any
Don't
DistroKid links, period.
don't send me. I don't want your new release. I dropped a release I did in 2016 after Philando Castile was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put that shit out, and I've been pushing that shit because that song is called Black Lives Matter. And the fact that I felt like I was beginning a movement of all rappers that have been in the game for about maybe 10 years. I ain't saying to use this to chase clout. I'm saying to use this opportunity to show people that you do make music about the cause. You ain't just here to be rapping about dumb shit. You've been talking this shit for a while. The conscious rappers, the people that talk about injustice and economic slavery. Don't wait for Jay Z to fucking come out. Like y'all act like he fucking did something. Oh, I'm gonna make a phone call. Well, your phone call only got manslaughter charges.
Right. Oh,
Like they will hold him to a high pedestal. Jay Z.
yeah.
Thanks
I
for the
mean,
phone call.
and yeah, and he released this long, statement condemning what all this racism and all this extra stuff. Okay, Jay, we got it. Everyone's been saying
But
what you've been
but
saying. Like,
but Jay, you get pulled over by the police. The police are gonna look at you and say you Jay Z and keep it fucking moving.
exactly.
So I mean, I don't understand. Like celebrities need to sit this shit. That's what they need to do. We don't care about your long soliloquies and all this shit. We don't care about that. Show us the money. That's what we want. We invested in you. We streamed your music. We went to your concert. We hang on to your every word. We're making you rich. Now you're gonna have to pay us by doing this bailing people out. We don't need you in the front lines. You protect it. We
All
don't
right.
need you to be protesting. We don't need that. Use the black dollars that you've been given. Correct. Period. You got platforms. We don't.
And the few
Oh, we have one.
and the few platforms that we do have, like, are they even being used the right way?
No. Everybody's on this greed shit. That's why, like, yesterday, Beyonce did a performance for graduates. In my mind, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick. I just keep it fucking real, guys. I'm like, Beyonce, what part of the memo did you not see that you were not supposed to be doing nothing entertaining? I don't care if you were singing the Star Spangled Banner. You were not supposed to
You
do.
was not supposed to be doing anything, and of course, her song "Freedom" jumped up in ratings, and she got even more numbers. I meant to keep the numbers so I could tell folks like just how wrong you guys have been doing it. No streaming meant no streaming. That didn't mean to pull up Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." It didn't mean to pull up Beyonce's "Freedom." It didn't mean to pull up um, Kendrick Lamar's "All Right." It means not to stream at all. You're still giving
They've
money.
been paying.
You're still giving money to the labels who has eaten off the backs of the people who brought the culture to you, and you just fed right into it. One day, y'all fucked up.
And as much as I hate to say, this is why us black people, we can't be organized with anything because it's always people that just don't have discipline. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You don't like. You're so afraid to miss something. If they say don't use social media for 24 hours, that doesn't mean, oh, well, I need to check on my mom. Don't use social media.
If
Period.
it, if they told us we could not to use social media for 24 hours, you know what? People would probably legit lose their mind. I'm
We
quite
can't even
honest.
organize protests properly.
I mean,
Cryptics, like Crypto Media says, is it weird that I'm scared to talk about xenophobic and racist tendencies? You know what? It depends on how you want to talk about it. We know the platforms like this are being censored. Everything that you say is being watched. There's certain keywords and titles of broadcasts and stuff that they look for to push you down the algorithm. So I don't blame your fear because we're being silent.
hmm I mean,
Hello. Were we silent?
were we silent? Yeah, we were silent for a little bit because you started to say something and you blanked out. I was like, wait a minute, are we silent?
Oh my God, did they get me? This is what I'm saying. They fuck with me. They fuck the mixed radio platform a lot.
I'm telling you,
He says, I
because
don't know why I held my breath.
no, but some people don't know how to use their platforms, and you know what? Uh, yesterday on I was listening to Twin Syndicate Radio, Twin Radio Syndicate, and they did a show yesterday, and they spoke and basically gave people a history lesson. I wish a lot more people had heard what they were talking about, but I had brought up the fact that you know it's kind of weird that with all of this going on, some of our most influential celebrities, your Oprahs, your Tyler Perrys, your the ones that's always out to help, but they stay silent on other issues that you didn't hear from them. And one of the twins was like, you know what? But we got to stop expecting them to speak up for us because they don't speak for us. On quite the contrary, Gail and Oprah was quick to condemn Bill, was quick to condemn R. Kelly. But when it comes to stuff like this and helping out people and protesting for what's good, they shut up. You don't hear from them. And And even Ti, he didn't read a couple dictionaries, but I mean, do we even look to him as a quote unquote leader? No. None of these
There's
people
no
that's out here now that we would consider leaders at all.
there's no real leadership right now.
Yeah, there's no leadership. It's a bunch of ideas. We can do this. We should do this. But there's, like you said, there's no organization. There's no discipline. We say go left. Some people gonna go right.
Yeah, that's part of being part of the herd. You got to leave the herd. That
And
the herd has to thin out eventually. The herd.
eventually, but real quick, I wanted to speak on this subject that's happened here in my town. Last night, a young lady, she's probably in her 20s, she went on live and talked about how she was walking home from work. Mind you, they had placed us under a curfew that was to start at 8 p.m. last night, and she got off her job a little after 8 o'clock. So there was no lifts, no Ubers, no cabs, anything running. And so she decided she was going to walk home. Well, she says that the police cornered her, stopped her on the sidewalk, asked her what she was doing. She said then a scuffle broke out. They handcuffed her, threw her on the ground, tased her, the story that she told. Well, of course, everybody's been pouring the support, sharing her story. Your voice needs to be heard. We're with you. This, and this. So here comes LPD. No such incident happened. I'm sorry. There's no reason why that young lady would lie like
Who gonna
that.
sit and lie?
Hmm?
Who gonna lie? I got attacked by the police. Who gonna lie about?
And got tased.
Who the fuck is gonna lie about being tased? I mean,
And and they said that they checked the logs and no such thing took place. No
you
call came
you
over the
really
radio. None of that happened. So it's like, okay, y'all really trying to save face now.
but just because you really think an officer of the law is going to sit there and log in an illegal incident?
Right. That part.
It don't work like that. Like I broke the law, so I'm gonna log that. Yeah.
And nobody made any mention of any body cams being on, which I believe that if police are to subdue, apprehend, arrest, or anything, those body cameras must be on, or you, sir, gotta face charges. You gotta eat that. And especially if that young lady can prove and show that, hey, this is where they tased me at. Because when you get tased or stunned, it leaves a mark. And they have to check those weapons when they check it in, when they check it out. They have to check that. There's no way you investigated that one incident that damn quick. There's no way.
Well, don't you have to have when you get tased, like those are the ones that have the bar, like the wires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that go into. Don't you have to have that surgically removed?
Uh,
Like when you go to the ER, you have to remove that.
if you go to the hospital, yeah.
So
Once again, right now the police department is not looking too good. They're not looking too good. I mean, also they tried to say that the protesters started the riot and they started to loot and they started to do this when none of that happened. Like I said, I had been watching live after live over and over. None of that happened. But of course, the LPD got to save face. They got to look good for the people. Nobody's believing that. So, in the midst of all of this, we're like, where are our civil leaders? Like, we don't even have an NAACP to speak of. But if we do, we don't know who they are.
well, what Felix just said is definitely true. He says, I think this is the second wave Trump was talking about.
Oh, I agree.
Yo,
Yeah, no, I
yo,
really agree with that. And I'm very worried and scared about what would happen if he is elected a second term.
he's not going to be elected a second term. And I also want to clear up too. there's a meme that has been going around for about a year. All right. Now, this meme is of Donald Trump in, in the Simpsons type of animation, and he's laying down in the casket and he's dead. And people keep tweeting, "Oh my God, I can't wait for this to come true." Well, here's the thing: that meme, and it's just fan art. That was fan art. That never occurred, never happened. It's not a Mandela effect. That episode never happened. So y'all are
but it's going to happen.
it, honestly, I don't really think that Trump is going into the bunkers when these things are going on. I'm like, if you bout it, you got the balls, the wrinkly ass balls to
Ugh.
call black people
Ugh.
fucking animals and
Ew.
thugs and all this.
Visuals. Ew.
I don't even.
Ugh. He's like 74. I don't need that visual in my life.
Oh my god.
I don't need that at all. But yeah, about that. That bitch ass. How he go run into the basement? Like, oh my gosh, something's happening. Turn the lights off. I'm not home. Even Bush, when the
Yeah,
whole
why did he turn the
9/11
light?
thing went down, he never went into no bunker. Are you nuts?
But we got to also remember that the White House almost burnt down at one point in history too.
Uh, yeah, it burnt twice actually, but dog, I've never
Yeah.
seen a president so on the mic. He's so this, that, and the third. He says what he wants, but as soon as some shit is brought to him, that energy has changed, and he's running into the basement of his house and turns the light off like everybody's just gonna ignore that big ass White House sitting in the middle of DC. Come on now,
Mhm.
come
But
on now.
that's why a part of me like really feels like I think something bigger is about to happen. I don't know what that may be. I just
Um,
think it's really weird that they sent some mofos to space out of nowhere. Like, why did we have to go to space right now?
they
Like,
should have sent
what was the
me. I'd rather be
what,
there right now. You know what I mean?
what did you what document file did you take?
Hmm. They know something we don't. they
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 do.
they know some stuff that we don't, and they cannot talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a sad thing. So, uh, I don't know what it is about these so-called quote unquote influencers. You got your Instagram influencers, your Twitter influencers, your YouTube influencers. But lately, there has been a influx of these people going to previously looted, protested areas, taking what I like to call opportunity shots and walking off. There's a video that I'm looking at right now. It's a 10-second clip of this one person and her boyfriend driving a nice car, by the way. She stands up in front of one of the boarded buildings with the drill in her hand, like she's helping rebuild. And then after the picture is being taken, she hands the drill back to the original carpenter. She gets into the damn bins and she drives off. You know what? That's trash. That is some trashy
Mm.
shit. You don't do that.
Well, I would say, because I was surprised. I said we still had curfew. I mean, there's still people protesting. It's like I don't know what's happening now that these officers arrest.
Oh, wait a minute. You clipped out. I saw the air quotes, but you clipped out.
Oh, you see, this is how they're doing. I said I didn't know that. I said I didn't know that. We were still on curfew, and are there still protests going on with these officers that are now arrested?
Um, yes. I know there are some. They plan on protesting still here, but it's more so for different reasons now because we had another restaurant owner having to close his doors because he claims COVID, but someone exposed his racist post, and so that his business was only there for a couple of months. They're closing the doors, so we're more or less protesting about the. I would like to say we're more or less protesting about what's going on in our town, as well as other injustices, that we're being, you know,
Hi,
affronted with
Raz.
every day. So, hey, Razzie. Uh, but
But
yeah, there's
but
still
but
protesting going on. Trust and believe that's not going to
well,
stop.
I don't think that you know, they arrested these officers, so I guess they in their minds they're like, oh, okay, all of it's going to stop.
No,
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 because
no.
you now you pretty much shit on your hand and smeared it across our face and told
Ew.
us to take that.
You are
Okay,
a
so
very graphic, visually graphic person. You know that?
can't help it. No, I'm like you literally arrested these dudes just to shut us up, and
Basically, that's what
that
they
ain't happening.
tried. They upped
Yeah.
the charges from third degree to second degree, which that was a band aid. Uh, and the other
But
three
what
officers
is
were charged as well.
what the premises of a second degree murder charge?
I'm about to look that up. Give me a second,
That's a
cause
good question.
let's see, second do
Okay,
degree.
I got it up. Wikipedia. I know, Felix. I know. I said the same same shit.
It need to be the first. The knee was the Caucasian. Yeah, because second
Hold
degree
on.
murder is a lesser crime than first degree, it is not typically subject to a death penalty sentence. Instead, defendants may face a long term imprisonment or the possibility of life in prison. This will vary by state.
My money's on the fact that he's going to commit suicide.
Oh, when he was being apprehended, when he was on lockdown, he was on watch.
Yeah, he said, Felix says, I see him somewhere before working on that now. It's just a lot of stuff with this case that just does not make any sense.
The fact that they
We know
knew
that.
each other, the fact that they quote unquote worked together, and then they try to
And
pull
why?
up the fact that old boy used to be in porn.
So, what? So he was in porn. So that still warrants him to be murdered. I mean,
Absolutely not.
what if a chick has an OnlyFans account, okay, and she's doing her thing, and then she murdered, you know what I'm saying, by the police, unarmed and minding her fucking business? Are you going to sit there and say, well, she had an OnlyFans account, so fuck?
The other three
I mean,
officers were charged with aiding and abetting. Duh.
no, they need to be hit with some reckless
And and, and
endangerment. They
they
need to
and they
be
faced the same maximum sentence, which is 50 years, which I guess is the max in Minnesota.
look. They don't put police in prison. Let's just keep it fucking real. They don't. Um,
Yeah, they're guilty by proxy. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I mean,
but I'll
they
tell
should
you
they should
this:
have the book thrown at them.
if they find these mofo's, I don't care if it's one, I don't care if it's all of them, I don't care if it's two out of four. If they find any of, if they find like not guilty in any way, shape, or form, I'm just gonna have. I'm saying, can I get an Airbnb in March?
Yeah,
Because
come pick me up when you leave.
I would have to leave whatever dragons that they claim they hear in freaking Texas at night. With sounds like Jurassic Park at night in the sky. If they come in and they got a one-way ticket, I'm taking myself and my family off this plane
Yeah,
because there is no way possible, no way possible. Like even last night with that dude in Brooklyn shot 19 times. Now the
mhm,
only thing that's bothering
mhm.
me about that is the number 19. You know what I'm saying? Like why was it 19? Why couldn't it be two? You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like okay he should have been shot at all, but 19. I mean we just got over COVID-19. Now you want to hit us with another 19? Like I'm like the numerology. If some of y'all are into that, it's just these numbers just stand out to me because they're just like strange numbers to me. First it was a 13-year-old kid, then it was oh no he's 34.
Mhm.
Does it matter how old he is? I mean I just don't understand why they had to make him Swiss cheese. I mean Dylan shot up a whole fucking black church and he had an AR-15 and he was disarmed and they took his ass to McDonald's.
And they gave him water as he sat by the side of the cop car.
Yeah, they cared for him. Now
No.
I'm like, so black people can't be emotionally disturbed to where you can counsel them. Like, why do they have to be killed because they're emotionally disturbed? White people, like, they get emotionally disturbed and they call that depression. You know, they need meds or they were off meds. Black
Mm-hmm.
people, we can't have like I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, actually, I would be very surprised if I met a black person that was not depressed. So we suffer from all this oppression, and we supposed to be, gee golly, I'm so excited about life.
Yeah. I will tell you. If those officers are found not guilty, expect,
We out.
yeah, we out. We I'm packing a bag as we speak. Like, if they are being let off, what's been going on now is nothing. That's light work. Some shit's coming down. Some bodies are gonna drop, unfortunately, and it's not gonna be us. How many times have we got to keep letting these police get off of breaking the law? You saw it with
He
Rodney
said then
King. You
there's
saw it with Martin Luther King. I mean, come on, man.
crypto says, and then there is the dark light skin discrimination, which I've seen a lot in the UK. Look, don't even get me started on that shit.
Yeah, colorism is alive and well. I'm not understanding
Like,
why that is.
I didn't fucking ask to have less melanin than others. I didn't ask that shit. But you ain't gonna make me hate myself for how I was born.
At all.
But if I'm light skinned and you dark skinned, why am I more woke and more about the cause than your easily distracted hotep ass?
Mm.
I had to put a couple of mofos in check because you know what? That's the other thing I want to bring up before we get into a song. So these mofos, these hoteps and shit, thought it would be cute to DM me and ask me all these bullshit ass questions about, you know, uh, how does it feel knowing that you're sleeping with the enemy? I said, sleeping with what enemy? What you mean?
I hate that term. I hate that term.
Oh, your man's white. I said, my man is Italian. Well, Italians are white. Okay. What
Well,
do you mean?
ask Kid Capri.
What do you mean? Oh, because Black Lives Matter. I said, well, let me say something to you. And I'm tired of this fucking stigma because it's annoying. Okay. A person that does not date a person that is of the same ethnicity, I want to break it down to you real quick. Okay, how genetics work. I want every fucking black person on this planet to do their family history. And you show me in the slave trade that absolutely not one fucking person was raped by a white person. Then shut the fuck up after.
That part. Yeah,
Because white,
yeah, because Kid Capri was speaking out against what was going on, and somebody had the nerve to comment, "Man, shut up, man, you white, bro." You could look at Kid Capri and know that he's a black man,
but this is what I'm saying.
and he's black and Italian. Come on, man.
What I'm saying is that it's hurtful. I hate the term biracial, but I'm going to use it. Okay. My child is black and she is also Italian. Blatalian, we call
Italian.
Blatalian, yeah.
That's cute.
How do you have a conversation with a 3-year-old that mommy and daddy are different? I'm pretty sure she doesn't see that shit. She doesn't see mommy's black, daddy's white. She doesn't see. The only thing that she does point out is daddy's eyes are they're like a hazel green that turns yellow. He has like mutant eyes.
Hey, don't be talking about my
So
brother like that.
she points that out. Like she notices, mommy, how come your eyes are dark? Mine are light now because I wear my contact lenses, and I wear my contact lenses because they are my eye condom. You will not see my soul. But anyway, so how do you
Condoms, I
explain to
swear, I hadn't heard it all from you.
yeah, these are my eye condoms. Um,
Condoms.
so I feel like Felix, yo, he is obsessed with URL, right? I'll be, we'll be here till 9. We'll be here till 9. Um, let me know what's goody over there. Tell my cousin John I said what up if he's tuned in over
You
there.
gotta say to John if you're saying it twice, and if you don't say to Don, you ain't saying it right.
Saying it right. Um, I saw him on Saturday on the last battle. That battle was sick, man. It made me want to get back in it. But anyway, so bottom line is this: being in an interracial relationship, I don't look at it as interracial. We are all black. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. White is a genetic fuck, and I hate to say it that way, but it is. White is a genetic abnormality, and there is no way in hell you're going to sit there and make me feel like because I have a biracial family, multi-ethnic family, that I'm supposed to be less of a black person. Oh, you can't be pro-black because your man is white. I can be pro-black and my man being white because my
Hmm.
man is supporting me through the cause. He's supportive. He sees what's going on. He sees I get upset. He sees that I get bothered, and he cares. So
I mean, it's crazy that we still have to have these conversations. It's
yeah, if
it's
my man
it's
is
it's
white,
nuts.
my man is white, but I don't. I mean, is Italian white? I said to him, "Are you white or are you at like European?" I don't know. There's just like there's all shades of black people. There's all different types of black people. You have Caribbean blacks, you got Jamaican blacks, you got African Africans, you got fucking Europeans that are black, you got people black and white, white and black. It's just a genetic code. Your skin color ain't got shit to do with anything. It's just what's green. Your money,
Hmm.
your crypto, your crypto bag. If you don't have money, you ain't shit. Period. Some people are oppressed more than others, but all I have to say is that y'all need to leave my fucking family out of it because I will fuck you.
Okay, you kind of cut right when you just said those last two words. Could you repeat that whole sentence so I feel better?
Absolutely. I will fuck you up. You better leave my family out this shit, this pro black shit. I am pro black. I am always been pro black. It ain't my fault that you black dudes never liked me, didn't like the geek shit, didn't like the goth shit. What do you want me to do about that? I'm gonna stay single until a black man accepts me. Fuck that.
Absolutely
No, I'm
not.
gonna take someone that accepts my crazy ass, and I'm gonna be happy with that. So,
And she
hey,
said what she said.
she's like, I can do that too now.
Right.
Yes, you did.
Right. I feel good. I feel good because I can do that, and I'm not touching these sentences anymore. It took me a while to get that. Don't
I'm so
don't do that. But yeah,
no, you took you
huh?
took me out for a minute. I said you took me out for a minute.
I mean, listen, you anything you can do, I can do too.
I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
happy. Thank you so much, Love Bar.
But we're gonna get a song on real quick. We're gonna come back with some more topics. This is the Random Talking Indie Music Show. We'll be right back. Y'all stick around.
Yes, man.
M T M. Let's go, nigga. M T M.
I already said to destroy.
Hey, hopped up the Benzo looking like a ticket. Nigga won't smoke, tell her pull up, I'm with it. Bullets at your fitty, like the old wizards. Fuck these niggas cause they on snake lizard. Fuck a rap nigga, we'll shoot up your sprinter. Getting to the money with no money printer. Down, niggas switching up by the bitch. Got caught with a gun, got a slap on the wrist. I ain't fucking with him cause I know he gon' snitch. Already did it, he'll do it again. We gon' shoot off your chin. Can't find you, we gon' shoot at your friends. You not a real nigga, you not a real hitter. Damn, you just act like it on Insta. I don't flash guns or money in my pictures. I just want money, I don't want the attention. When it's real gas, that blunt hit different. Had to get up and go give me some money. Used to steal clothes and be looking bummy. Still out the stove when niggas was hungry. We took them poles like we in the army. Can't trust the hoe, she never was honest. Bitches got secrets, too much mileage. Ran out the stove with all the designer. Ain't talking money, you know I decline it. Skinny petite, I got behind her. She say my name like she trying to remind me. I'm not gonna chase her if she not replying. I keep that Nina cause niggas be dying. I know they watching these bitches be spies. Bitches be ops, bitches be cops. Don't got no hook, I got them shook. I got a grind, I got a jug. Find me a lick, find me a plug. I'm looking for money, not looking for love. I'm in the streets if you looking for cuz. I did that race, bitch, I'm on the run. If he a snake, we gon' cut off his tongue. I'm from the jungle, gorillas and guns. Play if you want and I'm up in the score. I get them rats, you still a little boy. I put them hoovers and criminals on you. Came from the mud like dirt mixed with water. I was trying to get the 4 1/4. I was trying to get the whole damn bill. Credit cards coming in through the mail. Keep the pole, cause I ain't trying to be dead. Yeah, hey. I got that gas on the low. I just got back off of loans. You niggas don't want no smoke. And I been shopping for poles. I'm on that scam shit. I might sign her up for the phones. Look what they did to Tay. Look what they did to Tony. Wonder why I keep it on me. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey, I say, me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Kept all in this bag today. You all in little mad today. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Yeah. I say, me and my nigga gon' drag the safe.
So yeah, we back. That was Grind Boy Kivo. We dragged the safe. We're back. Random Talking Indie Music Show. It's your girl 759 Mix Couture. We are here giving you the foolery, the fuckery, which is Random Talking Indie Music. Get your merch, shop.spreadshirt.com/RTIM. Get yourself a nice, comfortable, breathable tee like the one I have on right here. Very affordable, very comfortable. I suggest you go get you one. We got coffee cups, socks, aprons, a little bit of everything. Also, go to minxradio.com, hit that merch tab, and buy some merch. The Minx Mafia merch. Go ahead and get you some of that too. You know what I mean? She got hoodies, hats, coffee cups. She might have some thongs. You know, I don't know what she got because, you know.
Girl, I gotta get the ass for that.
But yeah, we are back, and I just found out that they had updated Trina's Wikipedia. Let me read to y'all what this crazy shit say. It says Katrina Laverne Taylor, born December 3rd, 1974. She's 45. God. Known professionally as Trina, is a lame-ass American rapper and television personality. Y'all wasted no time.
I gotta bring this up. I gotta find this.
Y'all wasted no time. It's on Twitter. She said this one tweeter by the name of @SailorMercuryMD says, y'all are quick. I don't even know what she did yet. And y'all know already updated the Wikipedia and says she was a lame ass American rapper and television personality.
Oh, they changed it. They changed it back.
They changed it back.
Yeah.
See, stuff like Wikipedia like needs to be not. Let me see if I can get this word right. Editable. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made that up and y'all heard that live. I wish somebody would edit my shit. Like, no, put that back.
I'm working on my Wikipedia page.
I have
for
nothing to
myself.
talk. My life is boring as shit. I haven't done anything to garner a Wikipedia page. You're lucky if you can Google me and find me.
Exactly. True Words just came through here. He said, I didn't know you was on here. Yo,
Yeah, we're everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere. Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Caffeine TV. We trying to be everywhere.
my man be laughing because I was playing around like you was telling me, oh, practice, you're scratching and you're blending and shit like that. And I'm sitting here playing True Words and song, and I'm here to fuck the world. It's the rip between the thighs. I'm like, and I just keep like, and I kept replaying. I was like, oh man. I love the beginning of that track.
You and
This
I
is me.
you and I gonna get a cipher going. Just you and I. We're gonna go live. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but you and I
Yeah.
we're gonna do a cipher. It's gonna be fun. Uh, Crypto said, I remember when I had people. I remember I had people who use Wikipedia as a reference for their thesis. Holy shit! If you go to Wikipedia for anything that requires a grade, you deserve to fail.
Yeah.
Case
That
in point, you
total.
can edit any and everything. So
But
lame ass rapper.
you do need to have the proper IP address though for them to make corrections and
Yeah, yeah.
that's the only thing.
Uh, Joyner Lucas. I know you said you didn't
And
like him.
I can't fucking stand him.
All right, so your homeboy Joyner Lucas. Few days after releasing the joint "Will" with Will Smith, he came back with another song, and of course, last year he dropped a song called "I'm Not a Racist," which speaks in the POV of a white man. This time he drops a song called "DOA." It's depicting drug abuse, homelessness, violence, death, and a myriad of other issues plaguing the nation. The video includes a moving statement: "We can choose to flourish or die, but whatever we choose, we will do it together." And yeah,
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
you're
Go ahead.
not, you're not with that.
No, I had a notification and I looked at the notification from Instagram and I had 103 new followers.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
bots.
No, PR
Ooh,
working.
look
Like
at look
what?
at you.
What?
But yeah,
Oh my god.
you just getting all popular. That's all.
No, I don't want no. I look.
You
I
say
don't want to be
that. You
popular.
say you don't want to be popular, but come on now.
I wasn't popular in high school. I was the chick that played hacky sack with her stoner friends and shopped at Hot Topic because that was my place that I felt accepted for being different.
And shout out to the homie Tony Grants. He said, "What the fuck is a hot
Yeah.
topic?" Shout out to the
Yo,
homie Tony Grants. He said, "What the fuck is hot topic?"
you said I forgot that you was on that shit. I was like, like what? Emily the Strange? Oh my god!
Every
Of
time I
course.
hear the store hot topic, I immediately picture Avril Lavigne going in there and going shopping. I don't know why that makes me think of her that way, but it definitely puts
I
me in
think
the
she was
mind
a brand.
of
I think
her.
she was a brand ambassador for Hot Topic at one point
I'm
when
not
she came out.
surprised. I'm not surprised.
Everybody was buying the plaid skirts with the
The
you know.
chains and the choker, the bracelets with the spikes.
Well,
Yeah.
the rumor is that she died years ago, and that's been crazy.
Whoever Lavigne.
Yeah, they said, yo,
Man, they tried to kill Vin Diesel a few days ago. Listen, he's still up and kicking.
thank you, Boston Prince.
Caffeine just shut URL down. Uh-oh.
Uh, why? Because there was too many people.
It might have been too
And
many
now
people on the channel.
places to go. Everybody's looking for places to go. Like what now?
They was talking about
Oh, he
George
said
Floyd.
they were talking about black movements and solutions. They were talking about George Floyd. Of course. Yo, this is why I keep telling everybody they need to look at yesterday when there was the blackout. You got to look at what was on the Senate floor. They're talking about taking away our right to be able to have free speech online.
The blackout was
So,
counterproductive. I think so too, because people didn't do it correctly.
not even that, you were only supposed to post a black square. People that wrote Black Lives Matter and put a hashtag and all that shit, you fucked up the algorithm because now when people were searching for stuff that was going on, you kind of fucked up the hashtag. You blacked out, literally blackout. What is a blackout? What is a blackout? What happened? Like I'm gonna tell y'all why words and shit mean so much, and this is on a conscious, spiritual level. Exact. Boston Princess is woke. Um, and we ain't trying to get shut down either. But I'm gonna just make it real simple. Simple. What is a blackout? is when you lose consciousness. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. When you black out, you lose consciousness. So this blackout, it was, but what happened? See, I got the Illuminati hands, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, this bitch is part of it." I mean, put my hands
Put
down.
your hands down.
Hands up here. I'm just saying, conscious. They fucked up consciousness yesterday. So that's why when you look now, if you type in hashtag Black Lives Matter and you look on the timeline, you're still gonna see black squares because idiots are still posting. You a day late,
Y'all fucked up.
dollar short. It's a fucking trap.
And K-pop community decided to take White Lives Matter. It made some people, excuse me, it made some people nervous because they wasn't quite sure what they want to use with that hashtag, and they took it and pretty much promoted all K-pop shit.
Yo, there's a word for that. It's called fan camming.
Yeah, that thing. I saw that, but I wasn't sure what the hell it means. They just come up with words. I don't know.
Boston Princess says 22 million blackout participates and only 12 million signatures to the petition. See, people are not. They come on. Y'all need to go on YouTube and shit and watch some Malcolm X and how he moved. Because the one thing about Malcolm X that people forgot, he wasn't killed over dumb shit. He was killed because he was powerful. When
Too
people was
powerful.
marching, way too powerful. And when he was marching, they marched right into that courthouse, and the police told him, "You need to tell these people to be quiet." Wherever he went, and everybody stopped what they were fucking doing. Everybody stopped talking, moving, anything. And those people, those cops and shit, looked at each other and said, "This is a powerful nigga."
We gotta kill him. Uh, yeah. They tried to say it was people within his own movement that did it, but I don't think so. I'm not gonna get into it,
No, I
but
don't think
I don't
so
think
either.
so. I
That's
don't
all
think so.
CIA, that's all CIA shit. That's why at the protest that became riots and looting, it was them folks. Because remember that picture I had posted about one of the spray paints that they found. They used the term color.
Don't
What
nobody
black
write that
person
shit.
exactly? Boston Princess. She says Martin Luther King post Birmingham. I can't even fucking say.
Birmingham.
Advocate Birmingham.
Oh
I'm
my
from the
god.
Bronx. I got big ass. I be saying words wrong.
Oh Jesus.
Um, advocated for similar ideologies as Malcolm. Yeah, this is why I don't like when black people be saying that they didn't fuck with Martin Luther King. A lot of black people fuck with Martin Luther King. They just wasn't with the whole like, yo. So if you mean to tell me I sit down at this cafe right here where it says no blacks allowed and whites only, I'm supposed to sit here and get my ass beat to prove a point? Some people wasn't feeling it. You gonna beat my ass?
Hmm.
Fuck it. I mean, I personally, I have, and I've been seeing like a lot of celebrities, like Meek Mill, for instance, or who I forgot. Was it Meek Mill? I forgot who it was. Some celebrity said something on Twitter along the lines of, "You ain't never. A lot of y'all talking shit, but y'all ain't never been arrested by a cop, never been beat down by a cop, never been this, never been that."
That sounds
Right?
like Meek Mill. I don't even know if he said it, but
I'm
that sounds
like,
like something he would say.
look, you don't have to get beat down by the cops for you to feel this to the heart, you idiot. I'm gonna find out who said it too, because I roasted his ass.
Oh boy.
It was one of these young niggas. One of these young niggas. He was like, I wrote back. I was like, I didn't think that, just because a person doesn't personally go through something doesn't mean you can't stand in solidarity for them. You know, me personally, I've been jumped by 5 cops at one time. And what was the charge? Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct in a courtroom. I was in a courtroom when I got fucked up. And I got fucked up in a woman's bathroom by men. Okay. And the leader was black. Wanted to fuck with me, this bitch. Told me to put my phone away, and I told her I did. And she told me don't speak back to her. And I said, well, I wasn't talking to you. I put my phone away. End of transmission. And she didn't like that and
Hmm.
followed me to the restroom. Followed me to the restroom and and said that I had a mouth on me. And I said, why? You want to sit on? Now, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that don't stop you from being able to speak your mind. You shouldn't get sucker punched for that, in which I. You shouldn't have your phone smashed to pieces, which it was. You shouldn't be handcuffed, brought to the back of the courthouse, and fucked up. And not only was I fucked up, I have pictures of this too. I have documentations of this as well, legal document. Okay. Now, not only was I fucked, they took the handcuff and chained me to the bench. And this is a true story. They chained me to the bench, and each one of them, one by one, took turns in fighting. And I could not even breathe. And I literally screamed, I can't breathe, because my ribs were shattered in 3 places. Now, by the time I said I had enough, stop, you're hurting me, I can't breathe, they picked me up, took my handcuffs, and put it on a steam pipe and continued to fuck me. Now, this is a true story, again, like I said. So when you have somebody that comes out their face, which my attorney said to these officers of the law, why did it take so many of you to bring her down? I was 115 pounds at the time. The officer said, when I hit her, I hurt my hand.
Oh well, he a softy. I hurt
But here's
my
the
hand.
here's even
He shouldn't have put his
here's
hands on you.
even
Number one.
here's the even more fucked up part. Some of y'all that live in New York or have been in New York, they said that if I did not plead guilty to them fucking me up, black eye, broken nose, shattered rib. As you guys can see, my nose is still broken. They said to me that if I didn't plead guilty, I was facing 5 to 10. I said years or months.
Yeah, nah. That's not gonna work.
So my mom told me like straight up when I called her. I said I was standing outside and I called her and I said, "Mom, they're trying to make me plead guilty to this shit. Like they have it down that this officer that punched me in my face and fractured his knuckle, that I assaulted him." She said to me, dead ass. She said, "I wouldn't plead guilty for something that I didn't do."
Exactly.
She said, "But that's just me. I can't tell you what to do." And because my lawyer kept looking at the judge and giving the judge a nod, like, I think she's on board with this. I think she's gonna make this go away type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I literally stood there and I said, I plead guilty. Now, I know the process of the court system. When you plead guilty to something and you're trying to avoid trial, because I wanted to go to trial, and my lawyer kept saying, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should do that. Now, I know the process because I sat in that courthouse for almost 6 months fighting this. So when you plead guilty, they say, okay, on and about October, do you plead guilty to the fact that you said, fuck the police? You'd be like, yes, I do. I do plead guilty to that. Okay, are you also. When I said I plead guilty, the judge looked at me dead in my face and said, have a nice day.
How about that for justice, huh? Have a nice day.
They sealed the record. They also made me sign that I can't sue them.
Ah, there's the catch.
That was the
They
catch.
didn't tell you that part.
My freedom. Now people look at me and say, "Minx, what were you, a badass?" No, I was a social justice warrior. I was fighting cases in the family court system. I was working with families trying to get their children out of foster. That was what I was a liaison. I was an advocate for these families, and they fucked me up for fighting for the truth. Now, we ain't going to get deep on that because I have a plan with that situation since we over here exposing shit. But what I have to say is that people have to.
I wouldn't keep exposing because you know how the internets work.
Well, we know how the internet works. But what I'm going to say is we are at a time right now where motherfuckers ain't scared no more. And I'm happy that I have went through that fight because I know what it's like to be assaulted by police, especially NYPD. It's crooked motherfucker. And the fact that y'all thought that I was stupid, I built my own platform so people can tell their story. So I know the law very well. I've worked on both ends. I've been on the other side of the handcuffs, pause,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot more coming. There's a lot more coming with a lot of people exposing about what these police officers do, even in the family court system. And
Uh,
that's the memo.
I'm just glad I never had to deal with the system, that I've never had to deal with police, anything like that, because as we are well aware and we all know, there's some crooked people in there. And
All of,
huh?
all of them.
And what further kind of boils my water is when I was telling you I was looking at the city council meeting on live, and the police officer stood up and said that one of his police officers, a couple of his police officers were injured. They had to receive stitches or some crazy shit like that. Okay. But y'all have no record of this young lady being beat down, and when she not beat down. I mean, that's not the word she used. Let me not do that. You did not have no record of apprehending this young lady, putting her down in the ground, handcuffing her and tasing her. But you was quick to say, "Oh, well, those criminals injured a few of our police officers." Da 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 da. So you already know it's an uphill battle. It's us versus them, and they're always going to win, unfortunately, because they got that shield. They're
Right.
backed by what they call the blue wall. So no matter what it is that we do, no matter how much footage we have, like once again, like the Rodney King thing. After Rodney King, you had Latasha Harlins. She went into a store to buy some orange juice. The lady tried to accuse her of stealing. They get into a tussle, and you clearly see the girl walking away. There's money being slid on the counter. She goes to walk away. She gets shot in the back of the head, and they let that lady go free. There's
They
really
did.
no justice for us. That the Constitution was not written for us in mind. The amendments were not written for us in mind. This country was not supposed to be for us. Period. And we know that. So we try to do our own thing. We try to make our own shit. They don't want us to have that. Tulsa, Oklahoma, they burn the shit down. Black Wall Street. We can't have nothing. So now we have to kowtow and tap dance for the white man for the rest of our life. That's what we're supposed to do. For 400 years. That's what we're supposed to do. But as soon as we decide to stand up and fight back, oh, we're a bunch of niggers. We're a bunch of criminals. We're a bunch of heathens, thugs, animals. But when y'all did it,
Hoodlums, like Trump said
but
hoodlums.
but when
I
y'all,
couldn't stop laughing. I haven't
yo,
heard
he
that in
just
years.
he burns my ass. But when y'all did it, it was justice. It was the American way. It was, this is our land. This is what we do. We lynch niggers because we don't want them here. Well, you brought us here. So now we have to
Yeah,
make
you
do with
kidnapped
what
us
we
from
have.
us chilling. We was chilling
We
with our
was
ancestors.
like Martin Lawrence said, we was at home chilling titty free. We was out there chilling butt ass. Chilling. I hate that I had to bring
And
that
then,
up, but it made perfect sense. We was out there chilling.
but that's what bothers me about all this because I'm like, okay, so y'all brought us here to build up this country. Okay, we did with our bare hands for
And
generations.
blood, sweat, and tears for
If
centuries.
you send, look, if you send me first fucking class, I will go back to Africa as long as you can tell me where my origin of my tribe was. And I'm,
They quick to say go back to where you come from, but I can't go back to where I've never been.
or yeah, we don't know where we come
I
from.
don't know where the hell
You
I come
like,
from. As far as I know, I came from
we,
my mom's cooch. Like I don't know where the hell I come from. I am aware that I do have African ancestry. I am aware that I also have uh, Dutch, Greek, Irish. Come on now, we're all mixed up. It's hard for you to sit there and tell me, a black woman, to go back to where I come from when I have 8, 9 different lineages in my blood. You can't tell me that.
yeah, I mean that's just extremely
That'd be one
stupid.
hell of a field trip, though. Go to
It really
Africa for a
would. I
couple
would love
weeks, and then go to Ireland for a couple weeks, and then go to Greece for a couple weeks. That'd be lit.
I would love to go to Africa though. I would love to go there and just to see. Because I know it ain't people running around naked and shit.
Oh, of
There's
course
actual
not. If y'all are in
skyline.
tune with those African movies, them joints be lit. I like them. I watch them. They're like 8 parts long, but I watch them, and they are so beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. Crypto says in reality, there's no such thing as pure heredity. No, there isn't. No one is 100% of anything. You
No.
may be. You're. When I did my DNA, I was like, okay, all right, I'm 150% that bit. So F it. I mean, I don't care where my history is. Like we are here. My history. I'm not African American. I don't use that. I hate that fucking term. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not African American. I'm African American. You say African American, you're making me feel like I'm not all American. I've never been to Africa, so why would you even put in there? Like I know my family is from Cuba. I know I have family that's from Antigua. I know I have family that's from the Dominican Republic. I know I have family spread out all over the fucking equator, both sides. So when you say African, like I would look at SAT. Please select what best identifies you. But why? Why do you need to know the level of melanin in my skin before I take a fucking test that expresses my intelligence?
Hmm.
That never made sense to me. Oh, that's because. So I would check all, and they would hit me and they say, "Oh, we think you made a mistake, or maybe you were bored." I said, "No, I checked it all off. I don't. It doesn't matter where I'm.
Hmm.
We know you ain't white. We know you ain't
Well,
Pacific Islander.
I
I'm
I,
all of
I
it.
I am aware, and I do know that my uh, let's see, 7 or 8 times great grandmother was an English woman. I do know that. Uh, and she got the giggity with the with the stable boy. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Mhm.
Hmm. I would love to
Yeah, I
trace
don't.
back
I
my
don't.
history. I wouldn't even know where to start.
It would have to start. Well, you would have to. First of all, DNA tests only test the father side. To be honest with you, they don't even go into the mother side. You got to apply for. You got to apply for a second DNA test for the mom.
That
So
sucks.
everything you see, that's why they say we are our father. We are because the egg is just a portal. The information comes from the sperm. Now, as much as I don't like that idea, if you look at sperm, a sperm cell, and then you take the brain and the spinal cord out of a person, that's a sperm cell.
Here you go with the visuals. Ew.
Look at it.
I'm
Look,
sitting there thinking about that shit too. Okay, person,
look at the sperm cell.
take out the
It has a
spinal.
head.
It has a head and a little
It,
wiggly tail. Yeah,
so the head, your brain, and the wiggly tail is your spine. That you are a sperm.
you know what?
You are the sperm that made it. That's where they got it from.
You
Yeah,
know,
your brain.
you
Yeah.
know what?
I sat and thought about that one night. I had to put the blunt down for a minute. I said, wait a minute.
No, you need to quit smoking altogether because what you're not about to do is just walk around calling me a sperm and just getting away with it. You know what I mean? You can't do
We are
that.
the sperms that. I
But
wonder what that fight was. I want this egg, bitch. It's mine.
and then you got
And
a
then it cracks
million,
in half.
and then you got other millions of other spineless people fighting for that same egg.
Yep. And then it cracks in half. And now you are or three times. And you are now a triple from the same.
Tell your sister that, and let's see what she says.
Yeah, I've told her that. I've told her that. I've told her.
Oh, that is way
Nah,
too much. We ain't gonna,
don't
nah,
even measure.
we ain't gonna put
Don't
that
even
out.
measure. Don't even measure. I just go. I just go. But this is the thing. It's crazy because when you think about genetics and how far genetics goes, you know, slavery and all that shit. Like people act like this shit was thousands of years ago. It was a couple of hundred.
Hmm.
You got people down south that are still slaves. Like this is what people don't fucking get. They call them servants, indentured servants and shit.
Indentured servants.
But no, they're still slaves. They don't even know that they're free. They don't know that. We technically are not. We're not.
I don't think we'll ever be.
I don't think we'll ever be if in this country, or maybe the only thing that really frightens me about this whole thing is the whole world protest. The whole world. You had Amish people that don't have TV and shit that said, "Oh, we had quite enough of them."
Mm-hmm.
So, is it us against the police? Is that the final world war? Is us against the police and the military?
That's what it's looking like.
Because like now, when you're looking at like these protests, and then they're peaceful, and it's like these cops they roll on up and just want to fight you. They want to fight you. This dude was on his knee, just saying, "Why don't you walk with us? Why don't you stand with us? Why are you so angry? Why are you doing this to?" And the cop just walk right by the whole squad and punched this dude in the face. And I was like, at that moment, I said, "Oh, y'all really trying to turn this up." See, what really frightens me, which is a tweet that I had saw last night. Um, I want y'all to hear this because this really kind of made the hairs on the back of my neck stand. Um, and I had to repost it because it just was just so. And the guy said, "U.S. soldiers, do not dishonor your forebears by aiming your weapon at your own countrymen. The world is watching. Stand down. This will be your finest hour or darkest day. And professional soldiers, safety your weapon." Why do you have people online letting the United States military know to not kill?
Mm-hmm.
Scary. Because these mofos have some people that are, from a military insider friend of mine that told me that some of these soldiers are being ordered to do shit that they don't want to do. If I was a U.S. soldier, you'll have to kill me before I kill somebody.
Right.
And a lot of these soldiers are actually like they're going through like a little mental health crisis because you're being ordered by this man, this president, commander in chief. But your oath also says to defend all enemies and terrorists that are foreign and domestic. And if you don't see that your president is a domestic threat, then you should not be wearing that fucking uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So my military friends, I love you. Just don't kill us. On some dead ass shit, I'm not even trying to be funny. Just don't kill us.
Yeah, because
Don't kill us.
martial law is coming, and I know it is. Soon.
And martial law is not spelled martial like Mark.
We not even gonna get into it.
Oh yeah, he's a huge world threat. That's why I said it's so weird that the movie that dropped, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm going to tonight, which is the Purge election day or whatever. And a lot of the stuff that happened in that movie is happening right now.
Hmm.
From what I've been told. So now I gotta watch it. I have to see it.
For some odd reason,
Election.
I'm reading tweets about B Simone. I'm not sure who she is or what she does, but apparently she's been canceled too. Uh, let's see. Someone tweeted B Simone, Wendy Williams' body shaped ass has the audacity to blame God for the reason on why she can't speak on racism. Yet you can scream about looking for a boyfriend, but not innocent people getting killed. Apparently she's been lusting over the baby. And someone says, B. Simone is the result of when you make non funny people famous. She was never entertaining to begin with, talking about sucking the peen and running behind the baby like a certified groupie is fine. But all of a sudden, speaking up for racism is ungodly. Bitch, bye.
Yeah, these celebrities they're losing. Y'all need PR.
I need
Hit
to
me
read
up,
up
please.
on Desi Banks because apparently he's leaning in. Mm, he's going towards the cancel bag as well. Y'all canceling
And the next
everybody, but
thing,
y'all put these people in these. This is what y'all need to understand. Y'all put these people in these positions because they entertained you. So as soon as they don't do
but the
something
thing,
that you want them to do, they're canceled. Come on now. They don't know
but the
you.
thing that what really scares me about all of that, I think that celebrities are now they're malfunctioning. A lot of them are bots. They're not
Yeah,
real
their
people.
their handlers are not there.
They're not there, and they're not going to work for free. So we have to really think about our celebrity. Are celebrities really on our side?
They're not. No, not unless it comes with a bag.
But also, shout out to Seth Rogen though. Seth
Yo.
Rogen, he's been on all of these. He's been gathering up all of these racists on his page.
All
He's like,
day.
"Fuck you, get the fuck off my page."
Like,
Black Lives Matter, but no, it's all lives matter. No,
no, fuck off.
kiss my all of my ass.
It was like he was telling everybody, "Fuck off. Don't watch any more of my movies. Matter of fact, if you have any of them, throw them away. Don't watch me anymore."
Yep, yep. I'm telling you, don't watch my Seth Rogen and also Joseph Sikora, another one. Everyone was making me laugh. They're like, yo, he's out there like Tommy for real. I'm like, y'all need to understand. You got to separate the art from real.
Right.
Joseph Sikora is just Joseph Sikora. He's not Tommy. He's
He's
a
just a
human
basic.
being.
He's just a basic white guy.
He's just a basic white guy that he's invited to the barbecue if there is one ever again.
Uh,
Just keep it.
The Walking Dead posted up a tweet, giving their stance on Black Lives Matter and all that in solidarity with everything. And apparently they woke up to a number of unfollows. And one of the stars, Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl, went out with the crowd to protest and was flipping off every police officer he could find. He's taking pictures and signing autographs and flipping off the police. So,
And you know what? There are, and I hate to say there are white people on our side. I don't want to say that. There are just genuine human beings that understand that the police are trying to kill us. So they're using their platform to protest.
and that's how it should be done. That's how it should be done.
Yeah. It's just reality of it. Y'all need to forget these damn celebrities for a while.
Because
Just forget.
when you can sit there and, like you said, separate the man from the art, separate the woman from the art, you have much more respect for them. So I've always liked Norman Reedus, even when he did the Boondock Saints, which is like a B movie, but that shit's dope. Uh, yeah, I mean, that's what y'all need to be doing, celebrities, instead of posting some dumbass, crazy ass
These
tweets.
celebrities, again, like I said, y'all need to shut the fuck up and sit this shit out. Let us real folks handle our real issues, because y'all got rich people issues, which is you know documents that are going to be dropping about who's been on Epstein's island. So y'all need to shut the fuck up
Ooh,
and
not
just chill
Epstein's
out.
Island.
Yeah, that's why they're like, why is Oprah and Ellen quiet? Well, they're on house arrest. They can't fucking leave. Look into that, guys.
Well,
Wait,
they don't have to.
wait.
Even if you are on house arrest, you can still make your stance heard from the comfort of your house.
Well, the veil is coming. The veil is about to be unveiled for the world to see, and everyone that you thought for the cause, for Black people, for against abuse, against rape, and all that, you're about to have your mind blown by October.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna say what, but y'all need to. This is why I keep saying, do your research. Don't listen to me. I read all day, not on Instagram, not on Facebook. I just read. and do your research. And I have an announcement. Uh, we are launching our own website, and
Announcements.
we're putting everything together so it's easy. We want to just make sure everything is easily accessible on one website. You know, it's one thing to have Linktree, but it's another thing to finally be excited to say that we're part of the .com world, and hopefully we'll be able to reach your screens and kiss our ads.
See, now I'm gonna have to get a shirt now. I'm gonna have to get a shirt now.
I've been working on it. I gotta work on
So yeah, y'all stay tuned when the site goes live, when we drop it, y'all get ready.
it. Yeah, we're gonna drop
It's
it
gonna
like I said,
have everything under one roof, merch, music, everything. We gonna do it. We're gonna do it big. We're gonna do it big.
and playlists.
And
And
playlists and
playlists.
all of that. We're gonna do it big. So y'all stay
Yeah,
tuned to that.
we're going hard. We're going hard with promo, and it's not just regular bullshit promo. You know, we want to know where our fans are. We want to know where you're listening to us from, the demographics, and we just want to make sure that our show is curated properly to reach you guys.
Of course, because
Not like we give a fuck.
like Eddie
We
Kane
ain't wanna
said, if
reach.
you ain't gonna do it right, then just don't do it at all.
Exactly. You gotta do it the right way. So we're gonna be working on that for our remaining of the. We're here tomorrow. I have an interview on Instagram at 1:30. So if y'all want to tune into that, y'all can come through for that.
Where you gonna
Got a
be at?
couple of more. Um, I posted the flyer just now, so you can just follow Kiana the Goddess. Shout out to Kiana the Goddess. She's one of the dopest PR girls out here. Women. I ain't gonna say girls. Women. We are PR women. And if you need
We
PR,
is women's.
these women. If y'all need PR, y'all need to reach out to her. Don't come with no cash. You better come with a hefty deposit that makes no shade to Cash App. But y'all been in the news a lot too because you ain't processing people's unemployments properly.
Ooh, y'all trying to steal
And that's
money.
what pissed me off is that people. This is what I don't get. If you have Cash App and you this chick, oh Cash App, you really blowing minds. I'm waiting for my 4G.
You can cancel
Why are
that.
you telling? Why are you telling people that you're getting 4 grand from the government? I don't think that's anyone's business.
No.
You lost your job, you know, you getting back pay. Duh. But why do people feel the need to let everybody know that they were, I would have just said, hey, Cash App, I'm having issues with your service. Can you please get in contact with me? We don't need to know that you haven't eaten in 3 weeks. We don't need to know all that because especially if you have a child involved, you idiot. Why would you even post that? Like, okay, you didn't get your deposit. Relax, wait, like the rest of us that have to wait, and it'll be deposited. Cash App is having issues. They're processing millions of different deposits. Now, here's the problem. Usually, when a payment is pending, that means that the bank is unsure that the money is there to clear. So the question is, does the United States have the money to be doing it?
Hmm.
Kind of creepy.
It's kind of
Yeah, I'm like, a government check can't be on. A government check can't be processed because they need to make sure that the money is there. That's kind of sad. That's kind of scary.
creepy. Mm.
Why would you want $4,000 of your money in a Cash App though? Like, why would you want that? Like,
I've got
I'll fucking
I've got $13 in there right now.
$13 in there.
I got 13 whole dollars in there. I had 30. Uh, vacation, whatever.
I mean, yeah, they give you stock options and shit now, which I think is cute. But
I see a lot of people starting to use start getting into stocks now.
I gained 58 cents today.
I don't know the first thing about it.
Well, I mean, it's not bad, but well, the stock market was up 2.87%. So I made 10. Only invested like $3 just to see what shit was about. And Zoom, I've been investing in Zoom, Apple, and Amazon. You can do that through Cash App. A lot of people don't know.
Uh-uh.
But if I put $300, that would have been $58. Well, I wouldn't do it through cash. I wouldn't put no $300. No fucking cash.
Oh no, 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 no. Just go ahead and deposit that in my bank account. Thank you.
Robin Hood for that.
Mm-mm. Well,
But yeah, productive day. I'm just a little bit concerned about the events moving forward, and hopefully it's not going to be too much more craziness. Rest in peace to the gentleman died last night in Brooklyn. I don't think. I mean, should we still be protesting? I just think that we need to be keeping our eye on the court system because I think that if they acquit these officers, or what, it's a wrap. It's a fucking
yeah,
Reynolds wrap.
it's gonna be it's gonna be some trouble. It's gonna be some drama ahead. I just hope
I'm
we
just
we
worried.
don't have much here as it is. So uh, we're not a big town. We don't have a lot going on for us. But I just hope that y'all go out there and just break shit up for the sake of breaking shit up because you're mad. I get it. I understand it. But we hardly got shit here as it is. They talking about a curfew. Half the restaurants are closed by 8:30 anyway. Lynchburg dead by 9 p.m. So why was everybody crying about a freaking curfew is beyond me. But if y'all gonna go out there
That's
and
what.
do it, if y'all going to go out there and do it safely. Have a plan of action. Carry water, carry milk, carry first aid supplies because as you see, the police are out there with rubber bullets and all this crazy shit and tear gas. They've been tear gassing people for 2, 3 days now. So if
And they
y'all
only have one agenda, which is to hurt and kill.
yeah, and try to herd everybody and wrangle everybody together. Like if you're gonna do it,
And
be safe.
y'all should not be assaulting any small business owners. There was a retired police officer that ran a store that was shot to for trying to protect his store. So we don't need to be doing that either.
Now that's fucked up. However, this small business here got himself into some hot water, but his business would not have been destroyed if the owner didn't shoot a projectile from the building. That's what started that whole thing, and that's why he has to replace all of his windows. Uh, oh yeah, and also if you happen to go out and protest, I don't know if y'all have been seeing it up in New York, but stay away from bricks because apparently
Yeah.
they're plants. Don't go for the trap. Stay away from the bricks. Don't throw anything. Just walk. Hold your signs. Hold up the fist. Do what you got to do. Stay away from rocks and bricks that normally would not be in the area that you know. Like, bruh, how did these bricks get here? I'm not touching them. Mm-mm. You won't get me. Nope. Stay away from them.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see. I'm on Reddit. Let me read a quote real quick from John Boyega, who was in the Star Wars movie. He delivers a rousing protest speech. If I don't have a career after this, fuck it. Black lives have always mattered. We've always been important. End quote. Of course, you'll have a career. Why not? Ooh, and
Wow.
if you ever been shot with rubber bullets, I'm looking at a picture right now. Someone got lit up, and that shit look like it hurts worse than a paintball gun. If if
I
y'all
mean,
if y'all don't know
just
what
because
rubber
it's not.
bullets look like, it's about as wide as a Febreze can.
Yeah, it looks like a can, like a soda can.
Yeah. Ouch. Sound like
No.
wherever this person's from, the police officer gonna have to cut a check. Oh, this is in Chile. Chile.
Mm, mm.
That is nuts. But anyway, That's enough protest and looting and all that talk because it's kind of tiring. It's depressing. I have not watched the news at all.
Yeah, I don't watch the news no more. I can't.
I've
I'm
only
like,
been
why would I
keeping
do
up.
that?
I've only been keeping up with the Florida news because it's 86 degrees outside. Yeah, I'm going out. I'm going to the pool. That's what I'm going to do. So, but yeah, if you guys are going to go out and protest, please be safe. Yeah, please be safe. Know your rights. Wear a mask because this COVID shit's still out here allegedly. They're trying to say that the numbers jumped up. There's no way in hell in
And
48 hours you can tell that because nobody got tested in 48 hours. Y'all need to cut that shit.
what was the number? 19,000, right?
Yeah, something to that
Hmm.
effect.
19 shots, COVID
You
19,
know what? We're getting up
19,000.
off of here, so I want to. There you go with that numerology.
The number standard. Felix, we'll be back tomorrow from 7 to 9. Hopefully, there'll be no URL um, conflict.
Have they
But
decided to come back on, or they shut
Felix,
them down for the night? What's the deal? Because I kind of wanted to catch that myself. Yeah, they came back.
oh, they
Okay.
can. Well, if they're still on, I'll check it out. Well, I commenced with my dinner that never got delivered because did not tell us that five
Yo,
o'clock was the cutoff.
I had to get in touch with DoorDash yesterday because I ordered food from a restaurant. 5 minutes after my order was placed, I get a text message saying your order has been canceled. So then I look on the account, and you got $25.15 pending in your account. You're like, hold up, how you gonna take that fee? I never got any food, so I called the restaurant. I'm sorry, man, but without the receipts, we can't. Okay, well, who do I need to speak to? Because you're going to give me my $25.15. You're going to get that back. They put it back this morning.
For real. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well,
Yeah.
no more takeout for me. I was probably gonna whip up some, maybe a bagel or some shit with cream cheese and strawberries.
Speaking of bagels, my mom just ordered a new toaster. We're kind of excited about that. It's the little things.
Oh, I need a new one.
It's something that we've never had in our house because we've always used the oven. But with bagels,
Mm.
oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, you got to do it like at a specific crunch.
Yeah,
So this
the crunch chew ratio. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
When we was in
look,
Florida,
it's
I toasted bagels with the breakfast, and it was like I set it on 3, and the outside was nice and crunchy, but that middle still had that little squish in there. She went on the
yep.
day we was sitting there eating breakfast. She ordered that toaster the same day, and we got it today.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go invest in some bagels.
This reminds me of a band that fits the current situation. Yes, please tell us the band. I probably heard it.
You probably have, but
But yeah,
yeah,
thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely, we appreciate it, especially in these trying times. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah.
oh, that's your alternative girl right there. I'm not in that wave. I listen to
She said,
Steely
I'm not.
Dan. I listen to Steely Dan and Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins. That's my shit. Hey, it's a guilty pleasure. What can I say? So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and cut the live tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Caffeine TV. As always, y'all always show us love. Once again, get your merch, shop.spreadshirt.com/RTIM, and also minxradio.com. Hit that merch tab, get you some Minx Mafia, merch. I like that word, merch. Also, stay tuned to our website, coming soon. Hustle Culture Magazine, coming soon. We got a lot of things going on in the mix, and you definitely don't want to miss. Like I said, we are one away from 300. So once we hit that 300, you will be hit with a $100 Cash App prize given from us. The dynamic duo of prime time. That's what we do. So until then, we're going to see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for more random talk, more into music, more fuckery, shenanigans, and all that fun shit. Hopefully, we won't be discussing any more depressing ass news because honestly, I'd rather talk about some fun shit. So we're gonna try to get some topics tomorrow, some fun shit. So we can all get a little kiki and a ha ha in there. I don't like being serious. It's not fun. But anyway, I don't like being serious. I don't want to be an adult. Let's see. Who am I gonna play tonight? I should play our homegirl Roller, but I know the video gonna get flagged. But I don't care. It's your homegirl Roller Zone Music with Guilty. We're gonna be out of here. Good night, Minx.
Good night.
Let me show you where to go. If you wanna know, take it really slow. Would be when you close the door and you want some more on the floor. You're invited to get excited. Your seduction. Any questions? I want you to on me. Lose control. I want you to love me. Lose control. Take your time, baby, move real slow. Don't have to rush, you ain't gotta go. I love the way that you turn me on. Drive me crazy, make me lose control. I'm guilty, 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 guilty. Me down, be my dude. Twerking on that pole, rub it, baby, blow. Hit me as